Now, one of the things I wanted to show you to put this checklist almost into action is this. Some of you might remember this, certainly if you're watching in the UK, you probably will. But you know, this was December of 2016, I think it was. And I remember it because we have a bit of a shutdown here at Amplify Trading between Christmas and New Year. So I was hanging out with some friends. It was shortly after Christmas, so I wasn't in the office, but markets were open, and I get this frantic phone call off one of my former colleagues, and he's going, Anthony, the Queen is dead. I'm going to short the pound. How much should I short the pound? And I was kind of like, whoa, just hold on a second. Why would you want to short the pound? Was my first question. You know, quite frankly, if the Queen is dead, that's not going to have any impact on the pound, was my initial view. And he was arguing that, yeah, but consumer confidence will be hit and spending will be down. And I was like, look, you're talking way too small a value and too long a period of time for traders to be hitting that in an intraday kind of move. So I wouldn't even worry about it. He puts the phone down. I then go on my phone, I go on Twitter, and I just type in the Queen is dead to see what is happening. Now, stay with me. This is a genuine example. So I find this tweet. This was actually the tweet that I found. Now, let me talk you through two things. One is, what is wrong with this Twitter account? What to you, looking at it, makes you think there's something not quite right about it? So let me walk you through it. For one, they're following 225 accounts, and two, they've got just over 1,000 followers. So remember, this is trying to suggest that this is the main BBC News UK Twitter account, and it's got 1,000 followers. That to me is alarm bells immediately. The other thing is, they've made a typo. They've put UK with a lowercase k. They've also got a random I after the UK in the actual handle of the account. And the context of the tweets. If you actually looked at the context of the tweets, although you can see this really high res image of the Queen with a very legitimate sounding title, the other tweets were of this person's dog, what they had for breakfast. So it was immediately obvious to me that this was fake. Now, how you can kind of read between the lines here and eliminate this type of illegitimate news is people were literally, no one was clicking on the profile. All that was happening was the tweet in itself. So if you were just to imagine the bottom half of this page, there were a whole load of people just resharing, retweet. And so when you look at it, it's almost validated that it's genuine by the fact that it was getting thousands of retweets per second. So it had gone like wildfire. And people just took it for what it was, that it was genuine. So this is where, again, a little bit of understanding of knowing when markets can be manipulated by these types of things, but then also having the foresight to be able to verify the account, not believe just what you're seeing. It's kind of one of those things like when I talk to our traders about data, for example, never take a piece of data in isolation. You've got to put it into context, because otherwise it can be misleading if it's just a singular piece of information. Again, all I did then to carry that and conclude the story is I just basically said the Queen's not dead, this is a fake account. And as you can see here, I woke up the next morning on the morning of the 30th of December and I was literally the front page of every national newspaper in the world. The Washington Post, the Huffington Post, the Sun newspaper, the most widely read newspaper in Britain. And this wasn't because I'm anyone particularly unique, and how this is transferable to trading is that I've seen the head of the German Bundesbank's Twitter account falsified, and someone's tried to tweet to move the market. And in fact, it did move the euro. This is one important thing to be aware of. Just because it's fake, if enough people believe it, it can move the market. The idea then is about the longevity you'd want to be in a position of risk in a trade on the back of that type of information. What happened with the Bundesbank one was that the actual central bank had to come out and issue a formal press statement to say that that was not actually them. It was a made up hoax account. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense about the authenticity process of this. What happened with the Bundesbank one was that the actual central bank had to come out and issue a formal press statement to say that that was not actually them. It was a made up hoax account. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense about the authenticity process of this. So hopefully that was insightful. I've had a lot of requests to do this video over the years, so hopefully it's going to be useful for you and you've enjoyed it, and it's opened your mind to a little bit of the way to view and approach using Twitter to trade and to monitor news. Any questions at all, please do feel free to leave a comment and I'll be happy to help further. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thanks very much, guys.